Hi there guys, it's me Lamer Gamer, hope you're all doing well. Now today I'm giving you a quick tutorial about how to set up and use browser sources. Now if you do like this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell so you know every time I post a new video. And I also stream regularly on Twitch, so if you have any questions, please pop in the chat, ask me some. I'd love to be able to talk through this with you. Now let's go set up that browser source. Why do I need to use a browser source? Some programs and apps only allow you to use them via a browser source. They won't let you install content directly onto your PC. Another good reason to use a browser source is because it takes demand away from your PC, which means your PC has more capacity to work harder for you. With a browser source, all you need is a stable internet connection. The bad side of using browser sources is that you may have to go into supplementary software to edit things or set up some macros. Also, if that particular website or link goes down, then you're pretty much at the mercy of either the internet or the company that's given you the browser source. For instance, if your widget requires an update or the website decides to crash on everybody, then everybody is in the same boat. A good home for browser sources are things like StreamLabs. It gives you a nice one URL page to put all of your widgets on. You can set multiple ones of these up and that's brilliant. So I'm going to be using two programs today. I'm going to be using StreamLabs. And I'm also going to be using StreamLabs OBS, which is my main streaming software. I'm going to be creating the item that we want to use as a browser source in StreamLabs, getting the browser source URL from StreamLabs, and then downloading it as a browser source to my streaming software. So here we go. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to StreamLabs. I've already logged in using my Twitch details. If you don't have an account with StreamLabs, I suggest you do this because this is a really good way of creating browser sources. Now, as you can see here, I have loads of browser sources. If you scroll down, there's plenty. But what we're going to do is create one from scratch. So here, I'm going to click Create Blank Overlay. I'm going to set the display resolution to 1080p. And all I'm going to do for the purposes of this is add an image. The image I'm going to use is this spinning coin here. Now you can resize it and move it around the screen depending where you want it. I'm going to put it smack bang in the middle. Doesn't really matter if it's accurate or not. In StreamLabs you can do other things with it, but for the purposes of this is all I'm going to have. I'm now going to give this overlay a name. Call it spinning coin. I'm now going to press save. Now remember to press save, guys, otherwise you're going to miss out and end up with a browser source that absolutely says nothing. Press save, and now I'm going to get a browser source of my very own for this one screen. If I click here, you can see here, copied to the clipboard. Perfect. Now what we want to do is jump into our streaming software. For me, this is StreamLabs OBS. So what you're looking at here in this square is what my StreamLabs looks like. Now what we're going to do is add a browser source in to the screen. So what we're going to press is this little plus button here. We're then going to select browser source. I'm going to press add source. And then we're going to put add new source. And I'm going to call it SE for StreamLabs spinning coin. And press add source. So what you can see now are all the details for the browser source itself, including the URL, which is what we've just copied from StreamLabs. So if we paste that URL we've just copied into there and set the screen dimensions to 1920 by 1080p, you can already see it starting to appear. And there we go. You have the spinning coin as a browser source in your streaming software. You can obviously resize and move it to where you want on your screen. And there you go. Your browser source is there. And then to add it into other scenes, all you have to do is copy and paste it into the next scene. And there it is. Now, like I said, the benefit of using a browser source is it reduces the amount of strain you put on your PC. So that way you can focus on what you like doing. Streaming, gaming, chatting to your community, and all the other fun stuff that comes with streaming and broadcasting and recording. The only downside is that you are at the mercy of the website that the browser source lives in. So for instance, if StreamLabs dies, the URL will fail and this will not spin. The same goes for widgets that use browser sources as well. they will fail as well if the website becomes obsolete, decommissioned, or it needs an update. So yeah, bear those points in mind when trying to use a browser source. But hopefully this has shown you a quick way of how to build a browser source in StreamLabs OBS. The same principle applies to most other streaming softwares. It's literally add browser source, paste URL, make sure the screen is the right resolution. But if you do have any queries or anything like that, feel free to drop me a message or even put a comment in the YouTube video. Also, if you did like this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell so you know every time I post a new video. I also stream regularly on Twitch, so pop in there, ask me any questions about this tutorial you may have. In the meantime, you take care and I'll see you online. Cheers.